Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Emmanuel Haro, a 7-month-old boy from Yucaipa, California, was reported kidnapped on August 14th, but detectives say that the story was entirely fabricated by his parents. Rebecca and Jake Haro have now been arrested on murder charges. Today, we're going to be talking about all of it. New documents that are coming out that you got to see. We break down the chilling timeline, evidence contradictions, and the ongoing search for the baby's remains. Subscribe for updates on Southern California's most tragic case, really, probably in America right now, on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world. And you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is August 23rd, 2025. It is currently 4:07 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you guys being here. I want to apologize for last night. I deeply, deeply apologize. I had a live scheduled and I fell asleep, and I have never done that like that in my life. I was so overwhelmed after yesterday's live, after seeing those pictures of baby Emmanuel. I just needed to lay down a little bit, and I just crashed, just absolutely crashed. So I do apologize. I want to really apologize to my viewers. It's nothing that normally ever happens. My people can tell you, but I feel refreshed today. I feel ready to tackle it all. Um, So I have been going nonstop, Wild Angel, nonstop. Like seriously, 24/7 on this case. And seeing those pictures yesterday, like I'm gonna start crying now. I can't do it. of that baby, it's too much sometimes. It really is. Um, yeah. So there's that. But thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you. This is our first time streaming on Facebook as well. So we want to welcome our Facebook viewers. Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me, guys. Before we get started, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it so very much. It's so good to see you guys. Um, you know, just like 12 hours seems like I've been gone. Well, more than 12 hours, but seems like I've been gone a week since, because I've been constant on this case. Videos, live streams, all of that, documents, everything. So anyway, yes, so go ahead and please hit that thumbs up button, share the live out. It really does help tremendously, tremendously. Thank you, Sharon. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much. Blessings, everyone. Justice for Jaden and justice for Emmanuel. No proof for you demons. They got the births. Is that what you mean? LE, where is Sebastian? Thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you very, very much. And Saved by Grace, welcome. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Good to see you, babes. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Truly, I adore every single one of you. Every single one of you. I don't know. I had, you guys send me things, and I had someone email me this morning. They were like, "Oh my God, are you mad? Like, why did you take your live stream down?" So no, I could never be mad at any of you guys ever. You guys are so good to me. So don't ever think that. Thank you so much, Mallory. You don't owe us an apology. You worked so hard for all these babies. You needed the rest. We love you so much. Love you too, Mallory. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Truly. All right, guys. So Justin has worn me out. I'm sure I have. All of us are ready to jump. I'm telling you, it's just been something else. All right, guys. So a lot's been going on. Last night there was a vigil for little Emmanuel. It was overwhelmingly beautiful. One of the most beautiful pictures I think I've ever seen of a vigil, actually. I've seen a lot, sadly, but it's a way to honor. But, it's sad that this is a 7-month-old baby that this is happening to. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Jam. Good to see you. You have to take care of you, Justin. Glad you got some rest. Thank you so very much, Jam. I did. I had to check out for a minute. After I woke up, I was like, check my messages, and I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to be live. And then I just took it down because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. So thank you so much, Jam. Appreciate you very much. And Shopify, thank you so much, my dear. 16. And getting lots of love. And how is Miss Remy doing? Miss Remy is good. She just ate, and I changed her little diaper, and I put her butt down to lay down for a little bit. So that's how she's doing. She's good. She's good. Spoiled rotten. Thank you so much, Shopify. Appreciate you, my dear. And Invisible One. Hey, Justin, thanks for your time. No, thank you for your time and support, Invisible One. I appreciate you very much, my friend. Good to see you. Really, truly. Thank you. Sunny D. Hey, how you doing, hon? Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Appreciate you as well. Thank you. Appreciate you very much, truly. And Val8150, welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Good to see you. Good to see you. Invisible one. Sorry, I spelled your name wrong, so I need to redo it. No, 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 no. You're good, honey. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. That's perfectly fine. The when you're the predicted text or whatever it is, it'll get you every time. Trust me. So sometimes I spell things wrong, and even spell checks like, what the hell? They're like, what? What? Thank you so much, the resin mama. Good to see you. It's great it's great to be back. I took a long break. Thanks for all you do. So beautiful. Thank you, the resin mama. Good to see you. Appreciate you very, very much, honey. Sometimes you need it. These stories get really heavy. They do. They get very heavy, and uh, life is heavy enough sometimes, right? Uh, not there's nothing perfect in life, but you just have to make it the best you can, right? And once you see these little things that happen, evil, evil, Jake and Rebecca, um, you just get so mad. You just get so mad, you know? So thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you very much. Truly, thank you. Oh my God, guys. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. I don't even know where I'm at. Where am I at? Thank you so much, Resin. Thank you, Canadian Cookie. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you very much, honey. Good to see you. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. If you received that membership, make sure you thank our beautiful, beautiful Canadian Cookie. Appreciate you very much, honey. And Cajun Lady, good to see you. You needed rest. We still love you in the mods. Thank you, Cajun Lady. Appreciate you, darling. Good to see you. Thank you, honey. Very kind. Thank you for being a member here. Oh, Joyous, you are so good to me, honey. Thank you so much. Truly. Really, thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you very much, Miss Joyous. If you received one of those, make sure you thank Miss Joyous. Really do appreciate you, dear. Good to see you. Thank you for being a member as well. Hey, Miss Maria. Good to see you, darling. Thank you so much. Truly, guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing to me. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you, Miss Maria. Thank you for being a member as well. Yes, they are, Sarah Jane. They really are. So yeah, it's been a lot. This one has. They're all a lot, but we do have the best community, Sarah. We really do. Everyone is just amazing here. Just amazing people who I just admire all of your hearts. You guys do so much for the missing, sharing them out. You guys, for my longtime viewers, you guys know that I've had a murder in my family, and it's something that changes you forever. It does. It changes your family forever on both sides. Whether it was the murderer's family, it changes them too because they hate to see their loved one taking someone's life, and it changes their family as well, and obviously the victim's family as well. So and you guys are just amazing. And I know a lot of you guys have had so much loss in your life. I see it all the time in chat, and just admire you to just giving back to others is amazing. So thank you. Hey, Soulshine, how you doing, girl? Hey, sweetie. I may not chat much, but I'm here and enjoy you so much. You take care. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Soulshine. Good to see you, darling. I really do appreciate you very much. Really good to see your face. There's our Roxy. Thank you for being you. You're the best. You're the best, Roxy. Thank you, darling. Thank you for all you do here. I truly appreciate you. And Connie, we missed you. Hope you feel better. Thank you, Miss Connie. Appreciate you very much. Good to see you, Miss Connie. And Catherine, thank you, Miss Catherine. You're very kind. I appreciate you very, very much. Good to see you, my dear, and thank you for being a member. And Lauren, you're the best. The time and effort you put into these cases and a physical and emotional toll. Uh, so glad you took the time to rest. Thank you so much, Miss Lauren. I appreciate you very, very much, truly. And just like on the Terra the other day, I mean, this man, he is working his ass off, like truly, and he's got cancer. He's got cancer. And I felt so bad for him the other day whenever he literally crashed, just trying to get the content out there for little Emmanuel. It's crazy. It really is. So thank you so much. All right, guys. He's good now. He's good now. I mean, when you take many times with certain types of cancers, they give you very powerful steroids. And I think from what he has said, he's taking some very powerful steroids right now. And the steroids can amp you up, but they can also make you really, really, they can overamp you up as well. Right. And, there's the thing with the thing with cancer is many times they almost have to kill you to keep you alive. You know what I mean? It's the treatment can be just so cruel, and I know so many of you guys have been through it. So it affects everyone sooner or later. 1 out of 2 of us in this room will have cancer statistically in our lifetime. That's alarming. That's alarming. It really is. Oh my God. Thank you, Crazy Buck. I appreciate you, darling. You guys are happy. Thank you so much, honey. I really, really, really appreciate you. And it's good to see you. If you received that, make sure you thank our dear Crazy Buck. Very kind of you, Miss Crazy Buck. And A Wendy, wow, that is extremely generous of you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that so very much. I don't even know what to say other than thank you. Very generous, truly. If you received one of those memberships, welcome to the Pearl family. And please thank our beautiful A Wendy. Make sure you get some of our exclusive content for the members only. Do appreciate you very, very much, A Wendy. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much, my dear. Appreciate you. I don't even know what else to say, but thank you. Very kind, very, very kind. Thank you, Mama Stefan. Good to see you, my dear. Love our Pearl family. Please remember to hit that thumbs up and share if possible. Oh, I don't know. I'm the lucky one. Mama Stefan, I'm the lucky one, truly. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. You're an OG for sure. But no, did she mean to do that? But Miss, did she mean to do that? I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say, A Wendy. Thank you. My God, I've never had anyone put that before. It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dear. That is very, very generous of you, my dear. My God, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Truly, thank you. I'm sorry, Jiggy, if your mom had terminal cancer. I know. I lost my father-in-law, who was like my dad, died when I was 11. But my father-in-law, he was like my dad, and we lost him just a couple years ago, and of cancer. Died of lung cancer. Never, ever, ever smoked a day in his life. Never even had a sip of alcohol in his life. He was a military guy, big old military guy. And it happens. It does happen. And thank you so much, A Wendy, for becoming a member. So sweet. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I do appreciate you taking care of everyone else before you even buying yourself one. That's amazing. Thank you, dear. Appreciate you. Kiki, thank you, dear. I appreciate for all you do as well. Truly. Really, thank you so much. Almost a year, my dad will be gone. I'm sorry. Yes, Kiki, I remember talking to your sweet mommy on the phone when that was going on. Okay, guys. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, it affects all of our family sooner or later. It does. And that's the thing about, right, like what's going on in this, that these things don't, with little Emmanuel, it didn't have to happen. It is just someone who can't control his man-child rage, right? And just goes nuts. Why? Why? So there is some really disturbing documents that are out now, and I want to show them to you. And I'm going to read it. There's a lot going on here in this case. Don't rush. I love being here. No rush today. No rush today. All right. Someone calling. I'm not taking any calls right now, but it might be. They might not even know I'm live. So I get calls all the time. All right. So this right here is Jake Haro, case number 18-10106. I want to try to make it a little bit bigger. This is the declaration in support of arrest warrant. Jake said that on 10/12/2018, after Vanessa dropped him off at home, he took V1's temperature, victim 1, and saw that it was 99 to 100 degrees. Jake gave V1, victim 1, that's what it means, a child, Tylenol, and decided to bath her in the kitchen sink, rather, sorry, while holding victim 1 to let the water rinse off of her. She slipped out of his hands and fell into the sink. So for those of us that have had, or babies, or you got a baby now, or you got a grandbaby, obviously you've had a baby before, like, babies are slippery when they're wet, right? I mean, but this is the thing. You put a towel over them before you pick them up. That way you don't drop them. And this is just me being a little judgmental here. I don't see Jake bathing a baby. Just saying. I don't see that man bathing a baby whatsoever. Do you? I don't. At all. At all. While holding victim 1 to let the water rinse off of her, she slipped out of his hands and fell in the sink. Jake said the left side of V1's chest hit the center divider of the dual basin sink. Oh, mm-mm, mm-mm. Jake immediately picked up victim 1 up and did not notice any sign of injury. Right? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Now, listen, things happen. Kids get hurt, right? Especially once they're walking, right? Once they're walking, they get hurt. bump into everything and all that. But you gotta keep them safe as possible. You gotta put the things in order. You gotta child-proof your home, right? But I don't see Jake bathing anyone at all. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Mom and I watch you every single day. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate you and your mama. Tell mama hello. Really do appreciate your support, hon. I'm sure it isn't intentional. He literally just okay, I don't know. Did I miss something? If I missed something, I do apologize. Thank you, Leslie. Really do appreciate you very, very much, my dear. And Jennifer, thank you so much. And you bypassed my super chats. I'm sorry, my supports. I really apologize for that, honey. If I I really do apologize. I never intend to miss anyone. So, but I understand if that's what you want to do. Sure. We'll miss you. Awit, thank you so much, my dear. There wouldn't be that much damage, in my opinion. I mean, well, it couldn't be. It couldn't be that much damage because there is a thing, right, called physics, right? There's a thing called physics. And when the physics, you can't make something fall quicker than it already does, right? With weight, right? The weight falls as quickly unless it is being shoved, but if it's just dropped, it's going to fall, and it's not that far of a fall. Gravity, right? So I don't really believe it. I don't really believe it. All right. Jake and Vanessa returned home. Oh, wait, I missed something here. Jake said on the left side of victim one's chest, hit the center divider of the dual basin sink. Jake immediately picked up victim one up and did not notice any sign of injury. Jake said Vanessa returned home about 40 minutes after she dropped him off. Jake told Vanessa that he dropped victim one on the sink. Think about this. Jake had only been with that child for 40 minutes, and you've already hurt the child. 40 minutes, right? That's it. Not 40 days, not 40 nights, 40 minutes. Within the hour, this child was already hurt. Thank you, Whitney. He's just evil. 40 minutes equals the rest of his life. Yeah. Within that 40 minutes, this child will have a lifetime of craziness, of health issues, of doctor's appointments, of suffering, because he can't control his rage. And a grown ass man who has strength way more than a 10-week-old baby is insanity, right? Insanity. Truly. All right. Jake said Vanessa returned home 40 minutes after she dropped him off. Jake told Vanessa rather that he dropped victim one in the sink. Jake said he went to the bed around 2100 to 2200 hours, right? So 9-10 o'clock. Jake was awakened by Vanessa. in the early morning hours and told Jake something is wrong with the baby. Vanessa told Jake to feel victim one, the baby, back, feel the baby's back. Jake said he immediately felt something crackle. The baby's back crackled. I hope you crackle, Jake, when you are locked up in prison. I hope they make you, in my opinion, make you sound like a Rice Krispie treat. Snap, crackle, pop. That's what I hope, in my opinion. Anybody that does this to children, one is forever in a wheelchair, forever has to be fed through a tube, forever has to have her trach suctioned, otherwise she will suffocate and die. You have to do that. You have to have around the clock care for that. Around the clock. And if you don't, you die. And it has to be done every night, all the time, 24/7. So crackle away, Jake. Okay. Vanessa told Jake to feel the crackle, and he felt something crackle and not right with victim one's back. Jake said victim one, the baby, was crying, but it was not her normal cry. Well, yeah, her back is crackling. Dummy, you know what happened, Jake, in my opinion. It was different, but he could not explain how. You couldn't explain that, Jake? Got it. I informed Jake. He had previously mentioned that he felt, quote, crackling, end quote, on V1, victim one's back. Jake said it was very noticeable. Right. So this wasn't something that, a lot of times whenever you have a baby, you don't know what's really wrong. If they're feeling bad, you do everything, you feed them, you change their diaper, you check if they got a temperature, you try different sounds, all the things you do with the baby. But this baby, this poor child, you could noticeably hear the crackle. Yeah. Mhm. God have mercy on your soul. Mm. But he couldn't explain how it was. I informed Jake that, or sorry, I asked Jake if he felt the crackling when he bathed, put lotion, and changed victim one. She fell, and he said he did not. He didn't feel this when she fell. Jake and Vanessa are the only adults in the home and are the only caretakers of victim one. Vanessa told me she would not, hold on, it's so hard to read here. Vanessa told me she would not talk to me without her attorney present and refused to answer my questions. So Vanessa would not answer the questions. She was not even supposedly home. I arrived at Hemet Valley Hospital and contacted Dr. Elliott. Dr. Elliott stated victim one appeared to have multiple healing ribs fractures as well as acute fractures. Remember, a 10-week-old baby, which means this has happened before. This isn't the first time this baby had fractured and or broken ribs. Yes, healing. I've never had a broken rib, but thankfully, but I know family members that have. And from just what you hear, just a single broken rib is unbearable. It hurts to breathe. Now, imagine a 10-week-old baby. Do you know the force it takes to do that to a child? Do you understand the force? Babies are very, very flexible, right? Very flexible. You got to remember where we come out of, right? So they have to be flexible to come into the world, right? That's why we have our soft spot, our skull contracts whenever we are coming out. And it's not easy to be born, right? So to have this baby 10 weeks old, and there is already healing ribs. Like I said, I cannot imagine the 7 months of hell that Emmanuel went through. Because it wasn't just this time he vanished, right? It was pretty much hell from him the moment he was born, in my opinion. And it's how Jake is even amongst society, or was amongst society and around children, is unspeakable to me. 180 days work release, 4 years suspended. I'm going to show you who sentenced him there as well here in a minute after this. Vanessa told me that she would not talk with anyone with her attorney. Okay. Dr. Elliott stated V1 appeared to have multiple healing ribs fractures as well as acute fractures. I was also informed victim 1 had been transported to Loma Linda University Medical Center. I responded to Loma Linda Hospital and was informed victim 1 had been intubated and was in critical condition. Yes, 10-week-old baby. After several hours of ongoing multiple tests, forensic pediatrician Dr. Daly provided me with an update on victim 1. The following is a synopsis of injuries found on victim 1. 1. Acute fracture of the posterior left fifth rib. Healing fractures of the posterior lateral left 6th and 7th rib, as well as the posterior left 10th through 12th ribs. Healing fractures of the right 6th rib, as well as the posterior 9th through 12th rib. There was a skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, significant soft tissue swelling in the neck, healing tibia fracture on the right leg. Unbelievable. I mean, this is like someone getting in a car accident. This is like a baby getting in a car accident, a bad, bad car accident. The doctor informed me victim one had suffered at least 2 seizures and stated victim one's condition could have been fatal if medical attention was not sought. What have I said? I believe even before we knew this, I said, I think something happened where, in my opinion, just my opinion, which is not a fact, I want to make that clear, that I think Jake got mad and took it out on Emmanuel. And in my opinion, he hurt Emmanuel so bad that I think, just my opinion, that Rebecca may have wanted to take him to the hospital. And that's when she was decked too. And in my opinion, I think they let that baby lay there and suffer until he passed. Because you can't take a baby to the hospital whenever you have this on your record, right? You can't control your temper, Jake. You can't keep your hands off of children and anybody else, right? And you certainly couldn't go back to the hospital and take a child that would likely put you back in jail again, wouldn't it? Oh, he's fine. He'll get over it. He'll get over it. Because y'all didn't take him to the pediatrician that often, did you? I think that baby laid there and suffered until he succumbed. He is a sadist. Absolutely. Sad it's California, because, in my opinion, those two deserve the death penalty. If anyone deserves the death penalty. All right. Where was I? So medical attention was not sought, these injuries would have been very painful, caused the children had difficulty breathing, irritable, and would cry. On 12/1/2018, Loma Linda University Children's Hospital forensic pediatrician Dr. Daly completed the suspected child abuse and neglect examination, also known as CAN, on victim one. In a report, she stated the following opinion, quote, victim one had findings of a brain hemorrhage, brain injury, spine injury, cervical spine injury, and retinal hemorrhages. Oh my God. That baby had retinal hemorrhages? Oh my God. Do you know how bad it has to get to have a retinal hemorrhage? And even, a brain bleed and a retinal hemorrhage. What were you doing? What was he doing to this child? Accompanied with seizures, are consistent with acceleration, deceleration forces of the head, and traumatic stress on the neck. The skull fracture is consistent with impact to the head. Multiple rib fractures are typically caused by a squeezing mechanism of the chest. You remember where we seen the dark under here with little Emmanuel right under here and on his arms? Yeah. Yep, those fingerprints. Yep. Mhm. She's blind to this day. She's in a wheelchair. She has to be fed through a tube. She has a trach. Um, she can't walk. I mean, most of the children that Jake has something medically wrong with them because of the actions, in my opinion, of Jake, or because of uh, even one of the mothers who one of the children has fetal syndrome, fetal alcohol syndrome. Unbelievable. It shows you that these people don't get better, and this must stop. It has to stop. If you've ever hurt a child, you don't need to be around them. Just like a registered S offender, you're not going to be rehabilitated. You don't get to be around them. And that needs to change, in my opinion. All right. Where was that? Multiple rib fractures are typical with the squeezing mechanism. Okay. The healing tibial fracture is likely secondary to a traumatic twisting mechanism. You twist the child's leg, Jake? Did you? A 10-week-old? Dr. Daly further stated the combination of the above findings in the premobile infant, in the absence of a plausible history of significant trauma to explain the injuries, is so indicative of abuse, head trauma, child physical abuse, and nutritional neglect. So the child was not only physically abused, but also nutritionally neglected. Now, a 10-week-old, if you provide them enough formula or enough breast milk, that's the nutrition that they need. It's hard not. It's just because you're too lazy to either pull out your boob for your baby or you're too lazy to make a bottle. But I assure you, they would have probably pulled out their boob. She would have probably pulled out her boob for a man, but that's a whole different story. The history of a shortfall onto the kitchen sink does not explain her extensive and severe head trauma or her multiple bilateral rib fractures. Jake told me he went home after being at the hospital. Jake's sister grabbed his iPad and opened the internet browser. Get this. Jake told me the active browser page that opened was a search of how to feed a baby with broken ribs. Yep, how to feed a baby with broken ribs. I'm going to show you the judge in a minute. Someone posted it. Wow. So Jake knew those ribs were broken. He knew the ribs were broken. Justin, mod chat, I fixed my words. I apologize. Figured out what happened. I was behind in chat. Sorry, guys. No problem, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Truly. And prayers for blessings to the cousin who is comforting these. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I really do appreciate you. Yes, it takes a special person, a special family to take care of special kids. It's hard enough to take care of, you know, perfectly healthy kids that doesn't need the kids need a lot of care, regular, everyday kids. Special needs requires that and a lot more on top of that. So, and they didn't lay down and have these kids. This was family members that had these kids, beat the hell out of these kids, and they took them on. God bless them. I hope that they get the highest level of heaven. I really do. So yeah, Jake is he was Googling how to feed a baby with broken ribs. Jake said Vanessa has access to the iPad and has an iCloud account, and it's got the email or the iCloud account. A search of the iPad reveals the following Safari search timestamps on 10/13/2018 at 1:19:58 a.m. Quote, "Is it hard to feed an infant with fractured ribs?" End quote. Yep. Jake's looking this shit up at 1:30, nearly 1:30 in the morning. This was prior to the hospital visit. On 11/7/2018, I spoke with Jake. Jake informed me he did not use the iPad. Get ready for this, Miss Rebecca, because he's going to throw you under the bus, Sue. Just like he did his other exes. You ain't special, honey. You might have taken it for him. He ain't doing it for you now. Jake informed me he did not use the iPad on 10/13/18 at 0100 hours. Jake also informed me he did not take the iPad to work. I asked Jake if Vanessa caused the injuries to victim one, and Jake said, quote, "At this point, yes." He he threw her under the bus. Quote, "At this point, yes." Like I said, just be Rebecca. If you think you were special, honey, you ain't. You is not at all. He has no compassion for any living or dead thing out there at all. Quote, "At this point, yes." I asked Jake if Vanessa caused the injuries to victim one, and Jake stated, quote, "At this point, yes." On 6/18/2018, Jake voluntarily came in to speak with me. Jake said, quote, "If you ask me, do you see her doing this 8 months ago, I would have told you no way. If you asked me now, it had to have been, if you asked me, if you asked me now, it had to have been her." So he says, if you would have asked me this 8 months ago, I would have told you no way. But if you ask me now, it had to have been her. Jake was referring to his wife, Vanessa. Jake and Vanessa willfully caused or permitted victim one to suffer unjustifiable physical pain. I request 273AA probable cause charges to be filed against Jake and Vanessa. Oh, yeah, absolutely. She is just as, in my opinion. So, this Diane woman on Facebook, she says that the judge that this is what she says. Hurston signed off on Jake's guilty plea, where he served just 180 days. How does he sleep? And he was sworn in on June 2014 and sworn in to serve in this capacity on January 5th, 2015. He was reelected to a third term in 2022, continuing to hold position for the Riverside County District Attorney. He was born in the Coachella Valley and went to the University of Tucson in 1993, earning a bachelor's degree in history. Like I said, I think that there is so many times that there is so many court papers and it's just one case after another after another after another. I don't even think the judge looks at the paper, reads the paper half the time. I really don't think so at all. All right, so I want to show you. Did y'all see this picture of little Emmanuel? I want to show you this real quick. This photo right here is the most content I think I've seen him. Okay, I'll check it right now. I got you. Did you just send it? Okay, I got you. I just seen it, I think. Rebecca versus Edgar. Oh God, there's an Edgar. No way. Don't say there's an Edgar. Oh, you talking about the protective order? Yeah. Let's look at this. We can look at this real quick. Check this out, guys. Rebecca Renee Chavez, Edgar Gomez Chavez. On 7/17/2019, Rebecca filed lawsuit against Edgar. The case was filed in Riverside Superior Court, California. The judge oversees this is Christy Hester. The case is closed. All right, what's it for? Preparing copies. Okay, what's it for? 16 weeks anger management program as to Edgar Gomez Chavez. Domestic violence battered program, DV with children, filed by Rebecca on 7/17/2019. Wow. Generated, okay, documents. Let's see here. 12/17/2019, Riverside Court Probation Department domestic violence report on DV with children filed by Rebecca 7/17/19. And this is DV battery program on DV with children filed by Rebecca Renee Chavez on 7/17/2019. Status filed description Riverside Probation Department DV report on DV with children filed by Rebecca on 7/17. Holy shit, there's all kinds of stuff. Proposed, there was a hearing on DV with children filed by Rebecca. Because she's got older kids, doesn't she? She's got like an older, I know she's got one older child. They were both devil's children. Oh my god, of course, yeah. Let's see what else. What is the CLETS information? Confidential CLETS information. Judgment order filed on. So she's used. I guess she's had a lot of 2 girls. Yeah, 2 adult growns. Yeah, that's from what I understood. I knew the one didn't speak to her, but I wasn't sure. She dated the dad 15 years, married 11. Wow. I don't get it, man. Some people just don't. I don't know if that's. Look at this. Look at this poor baby. This is what this child has every single day. It struggles every single day because of Jake. Yep. We looked at the GoFundMe the other day. Sure did. I agree, Trish. Can refer to several different things, most commonly syndrome, law, emergency. Okay. Is it a California thing? Must be a California thing. I've not heard of it before. And we got some more. Who's the what is this? Oh, Miss Abby Blabby put some good stuff out here. Someone look at this, guys. Credit goes to Abby. She this is his workers' comp. This is for Jake Haro. 410 abdomen, including internal organs and groin. 430 chest, including ribs, breastbone, and internal organs of chest. 450 shoulders, scapula, and clavicle. It's so amazing. These type of people is the reason why we have to pay so much shit in workers' comp and all of this for people who actually need it. 810 digestive system, stomach. All of this is in my opinion. And he's got his insurance and all that stuff there. When was this one filed? Jake Haro. This was 10/1/22, 9/29/24. Just last year. Neck, arm, hand, shoulders, 7 multiple parts, more than 5 major parts, use only in 5th position of listing of body parts. This was Blue Triton Brands. I've never heard of them. It must be something local, I guess. Walking just fine. Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's got his attorney and all that on there as well. Interesting. Is this another one he filed? 9/29/24. This one's entry date 12/5/22 to 10/7/24. Elbow, wrist, hands, back, hips, including pelvis, or oh, you poor baby. It's not like you're walking in a, it's not like you need a wheelchair, Jake. It's not like you need to be fed through a tube. It's not like, you have a trach in you like you give to, I don't know, a 10-week-old, in my opinion. Not like, a 7-month-old child is missing and God only knows what you put him through. God only knows. Unbelievable. Rebecca manipulated the system as well for disability and workers' comp. Not surprised. Not surprised. I think she learned it from old Jake, if you ask. That's just my opinion, though. All right. I'm going to show you some videos here. There's a lot to go through today. My God. I don't know if I'll get through it all. All right, watch this, guys. This was. No idea. Look at this. This is so good. This busted in. Oh, I know. I just love that they went through that damn fence. That's the police when they were pulling up on him. Yes. This is the actual recording from the state, from the police. She's always got her hair like that. That was the last night that those two are ever going to spend together, in my opinion. That was the last night. I hope they didn't sleep. I really do. Oh my God, Catherine, thank you so much, honey. That is so generous of you. Thank you so very much, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Catherine. That's very, very generous of you, my dear. Thank you so very much. If you received one of those memberships, make sure you thank our dear Catherine. Really do appreciate you, Catherine. You're an OG sister for sure. It took me 12 years to finally get disability. I know, because of people who really abuse the system. That's why we're paying a ton for stuff right now. I hope she didn't get pregnant. Well, well, I can tell you, if she didn't get pregnant, she probably won't get pregnant in prison. I'll just say that. Okay, if you know what I mean. Neither will Jake. Thank you, Pam. They came out of their pajamas. You're gonna be wearing orange. Orange. I know, a good perp walk. It's so loud. I'm gonna turn it down. God, it's so loud. You knew it was coming, Jake. You knew it was coming. You too, Rebecca. Hola, get the fuck out of here. Hola. These guys did a good job. They did a really good job. Really, really good job. They didn't mess around whatsoever. They took action, got in, got out, got did the things that they needed. Probably former military, most of them. God bless them. Yep, and they just they just roll out. That's like a safe with wheels. It's like a tank with wheels.
Take us through all of the latest developments. We've got true crime reporter Annie Elise, who hosts the podcast Seriously with Annie Elise. Thank you so much for being with us tonight,
Oh,
Annie.
sorry, I was
First of
mute.
all,
I apologize.
do you know anything more?
I was saying Brian Enton did a really good job on this, and of course Annie, and then Elizabeth Vargas, she did a great job as well too. Oh my God, Joyous, thank you so much, honey, and thank you, Gia. Thank you so much. The grandmother knew it all, did nothing about it. I don't know, for them to say, like the grandma, they were like, I don't know, you know, I know that they wouldn't do anything to these kids. Like, what the fuck? Are you delusional, lady? Are you delusional? Do you not remember just a few years back? Do you not know what your grandkids look like? Like what they went through? Well, these aren't her grandkids though, are they? They wouldn't be hers. Because we're talking about where's Jake's parents? I haven't looked into them. Where's Jake's parents? Mm. Joyous, thank you, Gia. Thank you so much, honey. You are amazing to me. Thank you so very much, Miss Joyous. Appreciate you very, very much, honey. Good to see you. I pray they are locked away forever. Amen. Amen. Hope so. Soon. Stat. Yes. Thank you so much, Love and Eagle. Thank you so much, hon. I hope not only was it their last night together, but also their last night of freedom. No bond. No bond. No bond. I think there would be an outrage, a freaking outrage. That's right. His brother passed at the house. Yeah, we covered that in the very beginning. I don't know. I mean, they got his DNA. I think they need to run his DNA into CODIS, which it's probably already in there. He's already a felon. Unsolved stuff. Like something's not right with this guy. Something's really not right. Thank you, my dear. Hey, Linda, the next, they live next to the casino. Maybe they're addicted to gambling. Killed the baby for Gerber insurance. I mean, anything is possible. Gerber actually doesn't pay anything. Like you get a couple $1,000s back generally if you're at the end of when they're 18. So there's that. Okay, listen to
about
this.
exactly what happened when the Haros were arrested today.
Hi, Brian. Good to see you. No, so as far as the information, about 30 minutes ago, it was released that Jake
It
has
should be.
been charged with murder with malice. In terms of the arrest itself,
Listen, what he did with his other children should have been attempted murder. Period. Period. It should have been attempted murder. Then he got 180 days work release, 4 years suspended. Slipped through the cracks.
it's my understanding that law enforcement came out in droves and around 7 a.m. this morning, coming up, approaching the house, and booked them and took them into custody around 7:45 a.m. Shortly after that, it was chaotic on the scene. Media was showing up, bystanders were showing up, and that's when they started doing the search of the property. They blocked off the streets, put the crime scene tape up. To your point, they started looking all around the scene. They were dumping out garbage bins, going through the trash, searching that shed that was also adjacent to the property. And it's my understanding they also had been removing some floorboards from inside the house that potentially had blood on them.
Oh, that's just
So
terrible.
it is
Annie. I'm looking at
reported.
the video here. We can see they had the SWAT.
It has been reported that they have found blood in the home. They're not they don't seem to be looking any specific places that we're aware of, right? It just seems to be in the home or we knew that they looked in the dumpster down the street. So I'm wondering if there will be even trigger warning anything to recover.
Team out there.
I think that right now they're just trying to prove the whereabouts of how it happened, like how their movements after the fact of, in my opinion, unaliving Emmanuel. They're trying to show that, there's blood in the home or in the drains or whatever. And then after that, they remove like the cleanup items, perhaps in a dumpster, or they could have even put him, he could be in the landfill. We don't know. We've seen it so many times before in these cases. And how they just throw a child to literally where trash goes.
And there he is being taken out in the handcuffs. Wow. What do you make of where baby Emmanuel is? I mean, obviously we're all holding on to hope, but is there any new information about where he might be?
Unfortunately, at this point, because there has not been a family member who has said they have had eyes on him in the last month now, I think that it can be a very broad search. And Cabazon and the whole area down there, it's desert. Yeah. It's so.
That's a really good point. Emmanuel has an older sister, not too much older, but she's a kid. She hadn't started school yet, right? They need, and I'm sure that they are giving her a really good checkup right about now, because God only knows what that baby has been through, right? Okay, thank you, I'll check it. If she has had any broken bones, right? Any broken ribs, anything like that, because I would almost bet that the little baby, that Emmanuel's sisters had a lot herself. I mean, can you imagine the trauma of, even before you're a baby and you know what's going, when you don't even know you're being abused when you're a baby, you just know that there is pain, and how that pain has to stick in your brain, and you grow up with trauma you don't even understand, right? You don't even understand why you were abused before you even knew what abuse was, or even before you could walk. Unimaginable.
So much landscape. It's vast. It's so much dirt that
I'm going to check that
he
email now.
could be anywhere. And if somebody hasn't laid eyes on him in weeks, that gave them much longer of a lead time to dispose of evidence of his body, to drive somewhere far. So I think this may end up being a tough search, although I'm hopeful that they were reckless enough with their digital footprint that they will be able to find him soon.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
It was interesting. Police said that they gathered digital and electronic evidence. Do we have any idea what that is?
They haven't said specifically, but it's my understanding, based on the statement they put out and locals who are talking, that they looked through their devices, which we also know Jake Harrow's attorney said they willingly passed those over, looked through different electronics at the house. I would imagine also
I'm going to
looking
show y'all
through
something
potential
after this real quick.
GPSs in the vehicles. So while it hasn't been stated exactly what they found, they did say that some of that digital evidence is what led them to getting the arrest warrant.
And when it comes to the surveillance footage,
No.
there are now these reports of Rebecca with a black.
Nope. I'm not a doctor, but I do not think he has Munchausen's by proxy whatsoever, because he did not do this for attention, right? He did not take these children to the doctor. I don't think he had Munchausen at all. He did it out of rage. He did it because he was just couldn't control his dumbass. That's it. He's just evil. There's nothing else. He's just, there are people that have mental illness and they do things because of those mental illness. And then there are people that are just sadistic, evil people that don't care and will hurt anything in their way, including the ones that they gave life. They will also give death. Unimaginable. You hurt a child, an animal that, it's not for a food source or whatever, unjustified, or someone mentally or physically not there, not even as strong as you, you're a sick person.
Before she reported
It really
the
was,
baby
Jeff.
missing. What does that mean, do you think?
It really was.
So there's a few different reports that she was seen with this black eye as early as.
I don't even think we know even the half of it yet. I don't even think we know the half of it. I think that there's going to be so much more that comes out, and people that are going to come out and speak once they know he's that he's not coming out any, he's not getting out. The God only knows. God only knows. And he looked into the camera and fake cried. And so did Rebecca. He has soft hair, all of this. They kept using him in the past tense. So I think it's been well, I'm going to show you. There's some new stuff coming out, some new reporting coming out about how long Emmanuel could really have been missing for.
August 3rd. She
What the
also
family's
attended
saying.
a family member's funeral not too long ago, to which this is the footage that a lot of people are looking at and dissecting, where it appears she may have had a black eye and covered it up with makeup. But I do think that out of all of the surveillance footage that people are talking about, the most interesting piece of it is the footage that was reportedly captured from the liquor store across from the Big Five. And we know that there was footage because, again, Jake's attorney yesterday spoke out saying they saw the footage. Rebecca and Jake were shown the footage. And when confronted with, okay, well, what was seen? His response was that it corroborates Rebecca's story, that she fell to the ground. But what's interesting is there was no mention of the baby being seen in that footage, no mention of a second person being seen in that footage approaching Rebecca. So because that was announced and released yesterday, I'm curious if that ended up painting them into a corner as well and just being more evidence against them.
Do you think, Annie, that anyone else knew about this? If it's true that they hurt or even killed the baby, do you think there could be anyone else involved?
I think that it would be difficult for other family members not to know what was going on, because again, if nobody had seen him in weeks, and if the older siblings who reportedly were with him that very day of this kidnapping hoax didn't see him, I would imagine maybe they didn't know the extent of what was going on, and there may have been excuses for his absence. But I would imagine that there was some family intel happening. And not to mention these charges, we're talking murder with malice. That isn't something that is accidental or anything that was, a lesser charge, even such as manslaughter. This means that this was intentional or with reckless disregard for human life. It is a very serious murder charge.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now.
So, now it's being reported. Family members of Rebecca and Jake Haro say Emmanuel seemed to disappear days before Rebecca said he was missing. They allegedly stopped seeing the baby for as long as nearly a month. The 14th to the 23rd of August is 9 days, not seen for more than a couple of weeks, missing for nearly a month. Speculation is that the little boy was unalived many days back. Many days back. Also, let me pull this up real quick. It is also being reported that while investigators were searching the home of Rebecca and Jake Haro, they were also searching his Jake's sister's home. How do you pronounce her name? Civil? Sylv. How do you pronounce that? Sylvia? How do you pronounce that? It's not Sylvia. Haro. If you remember, she is the one that took to the social media first to announce that Emmanuel was missing. She stated that Jake and an older sibling were inside the Big Five, and that Rebecca took baby Emmanuel outside to change his diaper to the car. She stated that a 200 to 220 pound man approached Rebecca and hit her in the eye, knocking her unconscious, and fled with the baby. Yeah, we see you. What's up? Yeah. We see you. Justin texted you in case you haven't seen this. Okay, let me look. Oh yeah. We just read that. Yep. We just read it. I got it earlier. Yeah. I got Trishy's. I got it. In a white RAV4, supposedly. Yes. Yeah. Because she told a wildly different story a wildly different story in the beginning. She said that there was witnesses, that someone had striped, like one of the witnesses had striped shorts on and all of that. And then she just completely changed it once, I guess, authorities got there. Once authorities got there. Let me pull this back up real quick. Yes, Silv allegedly went on to explain that the man was driving a white RAV4 after the interviews were done and the news outlets, and it became public. The inconsistencies between the initial story being told and what Rebecca and Jake told the news forced the sister to delete her entire Facebook account. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, what. So they were allegedly checking her house too. I can't confirm that either way, so I'm just going to say allegedly. But she did come on and say that, and she took it down. Thank you so much, Charles. I am the grandfather of a 10-month or a 10-month. I don't mean if you mean 10-month or 10-year. I'm sorry, and a 3-year-old. I would notice any injuries on them. This is disgusting. Prison will be short-lived for them. Yeah, because I always say, thank you, Charles, for that. I always say, even the most hardened criminals don't hurt children, right? Even the most hardened criminals don't hurt children. You think the sister knows, LJ? This is the thing. She knows her brother, right? She knows her brother, and she knows his past. She knows what he's been charged of, and Austin Drummond even left the baby. Yeah, good point. Good point, Ash. Right. Exactly. So there's that. Unbelievable. Okay. So let's see here. 2 seconds, y'all. I'm going to show you this, Elizabeth Vargas. This is really good. Was really good reporting. I heard her sister lives in the building next to the main house. I'm not sure.
Grim update out of Southern California. Police thought something didn't add up, and now the parents of a missing 7-month-old baby are under arrest, facing charges of murder. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Vargas. Police continue to search for the body of 9-month-old Emmanuel Haro.
Well, Love Shack, yes. Word is he was really born in November, making him 9 months, not 7 months, unless he died when he was 7 months in there. So, in the recording, the secret recording, I have it under my videos. One of the ladies spoke to Jake and Rebecca right shortly after she said Emmanuel was abducted, and they say Emmanuel was born in December. That's what they say. So I don't even think they knew how old he was, really. I don't think they even, I mean, they probably knew when he was born, but they just didn't even take time to think how old he was.
Tonight, sources tell News Nation that police believe the father killed the baby, and they say it happened inside the home. Sources tell us a substantial amount of blood was found on the carpet inside. The baby's mother, Rebecca.
A substantial amount of blood is reported on the inside. Now, again, if that reporting is true, there is they will be able to calculate approximately how much blood was lost, and that he would no longer to be able to sustain life. Because if you lose a certain amount of blood, you cannot sustain life anymore, obviously. Which, in my opinion, is this is me speculating, but I would think that that would be so because they say that they believe Emmanuel is dead. And if they found a, quote, substantial amount of blood, that points to why they think he's no longer alive.
First reported Emmanuel missing 8 days ago on August 14th. She said that around 7 p.m. she was changing his diaper outside her truck in a retail parking lot when a man came up behind her, attacked her, and knocked her out. When she woke up, she said, Emmanuel was gone.
I woke up right here on the floor.
No, you didn't. You got the video.
And I didn't see Emmanuel. If you know anything, please come and bring my son back. Please, I'm begging you. If anyone knows anything.
Police reportedly found inconsistencies in Rebecca Haro's story almost immediately and confronted her.
Very good point, Amy. So Jake went to the doctor to get disability, but his poor baby just suffered multiple.
About it. From there, everything went south. Police said Rebecca stopped talking. Investigators searched the parents' home, took their car, and issued warrants for all their phones and electronic devices. Child Protective Services took custody of their 2-year-old child. And Jacob Haro's criminal history quickly came to light. He was convicted of child cruelty, a felony over serious injuries to a 10-week-old baby girl back in 2018. In fact, a journalist told our own Ashley Banfield last night that the baby girl was hurt so badly she can no longer see, talk, or walk to this day. Let's bring in our panel of experts now. Kim DeGonia is the former assistant district attorney for Riverside County, California. Bobby Chacon is a former FBI special agent, and Laura Mathias is a journalist and hosted the Hidden True Crime podcast. Great to have all three of you here. Kim, I'd like to start with you. They've not yet found the baby's body, but they have already charged the parents with murder. How much evidence do you need before you can file charges like this?
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me. In a case like this, the standard is probable cause in order to have both parents arrested for the charges of murder. So it sounds like from what your investigation has uncovered that there seems to be quite enough evidence to charge both with murder.
Yeah. For them to charge with murder, they have to know quite a bit. They have to know that he could not have sustained life, and they have to know something took place, right? Thank you, The Looking Glass, Tara. Really do appreciate you. 10 months, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. Yeah.
Bobby, parents are both in custody tonight. They will obviously try, they're being held separately. They'll probably try and get one of them to flip and confess, likely the mother, correct?
Exactly, Elizabeth. I mean, we've been down this road before. You pick out which one you think you'll have the most success putting pressure on, and that in this case, because of his prior history, I think it would be the mother.
Yeah, I think she will talk. I think she's the weakest link in this, in my opinion. She is the weakest link out of both of them. I think she will be the one that speaks.
And she's obviously,
the father's the one with the prior history.
Right, and the mother would be the one that you would put the pressure on, but it's her child as well. So I think that that's exactly what the strategy at this point is going to be. Really go with both of them hard and see if you can get some cooperation.
Lauren, sources tell News Nation not only that there was a lot of blood inside the home, but that all the photos of Emmanuel had been removed from the house. All the baby's clothing had been thrown away.
Yeah. Think about that. All of baby Emmanuel's photos gone from the house, and his clothes, meaning they weren't expecting for baby Emmanuel to come back. They knew he wasn't coming back. if your child is abducted, you are going to cling to those photos. You're going to cling to anything that was his, right? Someone you love dies, right? What do? Right? If you go to their closet or whatever, you can smell them, right? And that's something that's comforting to someone you love. You go, you smell their clothes or whatever. It's gone. Done. She done threw it all away. And they allegedly found some baby clothes down at the end of the road at the dumpster. Remember that. And if all of the clothes was removed and they've got either of them throwing those clothes away, not going to be good. Not going to be good for him.
How long do we think this baby might have been dead?
I think that we are suspecting actually quite a long time, according to the true crime podcasting community. They have been speculating when the last time Emmanuel was seen. We're hearing various dates, some even saying as early as August 3rd, but there's no sighting that we have known of the day of this. Now we don't even have to say alleged kidnapping. Well, I guess alleged kidnapping still, but
alleged murder in this case.
Alleged murder now, right? Exactly. Thank you, Elizabeth. And we are seeing this sort of pattern of it's been quite some time since baby Emmanuel has been seen. So who knows when this alleged murder now actually even happened.
Bobby, what do police do? I mean, you have a lot of experience in this. How do they, and we're seeing video right here. This is of Rebecca Haro being taken into custody, handcuffed. She's been officially charged with murder already. What do police do in this case? They still haven't found the body of this baby.
Yeah, and sound like that's the next biggest step. That's where all the resources are going to go into. And now what you're doing is you're looking at cell phone data. You're looking at if you can track their cars or their cell phones. In the last few weeks, like we just heard, we don't know how long the baby's been missing.
I'm praying, they have a newer vehicle, so I'm praying that the black box in the vehicle hasn't rewritten itself, because it rewrites itself every so often. Ever how much you travel. So hopefully it's still there, or at least partially.
Don't know when the last time the baby's been found. They probably have an idea from talking to friends, neighbors, and relatives on who last saw the baby other than these two parents. And then so they can work from that kind of rough date, and then look at if you can somehow pinpoint the parents' movements, either through their cell phones, through the mileage on their cars, where they got gas, and things like that. I live not far from this.
Yeah, they got to get gas. Trishy, I wonder what event that propelled them to come forward claiming kidnapping. I think people were maybe family starting to question. You can't keep saying, you go to a funeral, the baby's not there. You go to the ball game, you say the baby's inside the car because he's not vaccinated, even though you're outside. Doesn't make sense to me. So I think it was just the pressure of, people asking about the baby. Because, that's the first thing you ask, right? Whenever, someone that has a baby, you have, where's the baby? What's going on? Right? How's the baby? Is everything okay? You can't keep doing that, right?
Area. I live about 20 minutes away, and there's a lot of rough terrain in this area. It's also very hot this time of year. It's 115 degrees at my house today. You have to just start looking in a lot of different places, and you have to be ready to go forward if you don't find the body, because there is that chance.
Did it stop? Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. So there's that. Yeah. And, there's photos of Rebecca, or video rather, of Rebecca the day this happened from one of the stores, and she doesn't get out. There is nobody around her. look at this. I think this is one of the most beautiful memorial pictures I have seen to date. This has been one of those cases that not only the community or the state, but the world has just mourned, baby Emmanuel, hoping and praying that he was okay. But that's just not to be, unfortunately. So what we can do now is get him the justice that he had in his short, less than a year of being on the planet. Very sad. Who makes a flyer that says missing kid? I know. Trust. I know. So many was out there last night. Oh, this is what I want to show you. So check this out. This is so for those of us in the true crime realm, you can check an address about how many times the police or emergency services has ever been to a specific residence. And it appears that they had been to Jake's and Rebecca's quite a few times. Now, a lot of this is from 8/14, which was just, when all this happened, from 8/14 to 8/20. So, but it starts right here, 4/12/2020, 7/20/2020, 7/26/2020, 9/12/2020, again 9/12, or it's the same call, just different things. Okay, 11/16, 11/16, 12/22/2020, 5/6/2021, 7/13/2022, 7/13/2022, 7/16/2024, and 8/14/2025. When was he reported missing? Let me check. When was he reported missing? I can't remember the date now. Let me look at that. When was Emmanuel? Were they out there before that? Okay, the 14th. Okay, so they were out there. They were out there the day he was reported missing. So they came there. But before that, it had been 7/16/2024, just a little, basically a year. So they had been out there quite a bit. 7/13 was a child welfare call. I don't know the. Oh, this is 5/6/2021. It says you death. And this is child welfare 7/13. That means child welfare. I know that. Is this when his brother died? Right. I don't know what 647H means. Unexplained death of his brother. Yeah. That's I'm sure that they'll probably even check back into that. Those mean theft. That's crazy. They've moved Jake to another facility. I'm getting some information in. Where'd they move him to? Larry D. Smith Correctional. They to Riverside Hall of Justice. Okay, that's interesting. They just moved him. Smiley posted. Okay, let me look at that. Let me pull that up. Where's Miss Smiley at? I'll pull that up right now. We'll tell what it is. Let's see what it says here. Okay, so this, so SPER, that means, I don't know what SPER means. It doesn't say right there. Probably suspicious circumstances or something like that. And then 6647H. I don't know what that means either. I can pull them. It's no big deal. Male probable cause 488. That's petty theft. Probable cause 459. That's burglary. So they had people in the home, or probably. No, you didn't, Raymond. We got ya. We got ya. Good to see you, friend. Let's see what else we got here. 647H. I don't know what that one. I don't have that one. This is obviously the death. This is a child welfare. 415. That's a disturbance. Fighting, loud noise. Imagine that. Okay. Well, 415. Okay. OAD. OAD. Assistance, other department or agency. And that's the current. That's because of all the media and stuff that was out there. Hector is the 2021. Yeah, that's right. If she received WIC for formula, she would have had to bring the baby up to the baby appointment. He would have be weighed, and they would have put shot records. Yeah, I bet you she didn't. Because I don't think that's the reason she didn't get. I don't think that she was an anti-vaxxer or anything. I don't think that was like her personal choice. I think it was just because she didn't want them to check the baby. Right? That's what I think. Let me see if there's anything else I got right here before we end it. I just want to show this right here. Jake and Rebecca, there is no place better for you than prison. What you did to these beautiful children and little Emmanuel, in my opinion, is unforgivable. Unforgivable. Now they have a beautiful family. Not because of you, either one of you, but because of this family right here. And that's truly it. I don't see your email, honey. Oh, okay, the Sylvie Haro, this is this right here. So this is his Psalms 46:5. God is within her, she will not fall. Emily Miller Ray Noah. I guess that's the sister. Oh, thank you, Raymond. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for gifting that pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you, my friend. A little girl prayed for Emmanuel last night. That's amazing, Kelly. I was covering a story that's actually happening right now, and there was this 17-year-old daughter. She killed her mother and father, and she was on TikTok. She was reaching out to a lot of creators to cover her mom and dad's story, and it found out that she actually was the one who killed them, or is alleged to kill them, I should say. And they did a prayer vigil, and her younger little girl, like 4 years old, she waited for the little girl to go in there after she allegedly unalived them, and let the little girl find her parents like that. And they did a vigil, and there was another little girl who went to the vigil, and she did some chalk on the sidewalk, and she put the little girl's name and the victim's name, and she did a prayer, and it's beautiful, hearing those prayers that come from their little hearts is a beautiful thing. Sad, but it's beautiful. Yeah, I did a video on that. So guys, thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you and your time. You guys are amazing. We're going to keep following in little Emmanuel's case. Don't you worry. We'll be here for it every step of the way. I have another live scheduled, I think now. I might have to push it back a few minutes, but when is my other live scheduled? Okay, we got about 30 minutes or something like that. So I'll be back in just a few minutes from now. We are covering, I think, Jack and Lily right after this, out of Nova Scotia, Canada. There's some new stuff coming out of that right now, and that's two little ones that need found. Jack and Lily Sullivan out of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells, so many that unfortunately doesn't get the justice as quickly. So thank you all. Take good care of yourselves. I appreciate you. Love your loved ones. Time is so precious, and it is so short. If you get 100 trips around the sun, you're doing amazing, right? All right, guys, much love. I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless.